You're watching NappyCast by Jason Nappy. Weather breaks in the clouds, especially to the south, mid-coast, southern coast. However, down east, the northern mountains, the Allegheny, still seeing cloud cover right now from that swirl going on in the atmosphere. There it is, upper level low right now over New Brunswick that is spinning. Still there, but there will be some gradual improvement, especially downwind from the mountains today and especially tomorrow. Big time improvement coming tomorrow in the forecast. Let's take a look at that satellite picture. Let me show you what's going on here. You can see all that cloud cover up to the north. There it is on the weather highway. We've got clouds. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and zoom in and show you that in a little bit more detail. There is clearing off to the west, though. Let me show you that. So there's going to be improvement here. Eventually, we'll get into some of this clearing that is to our south and our west. But here's a swirl going on over New Brunswick. That is still the cutoff upper level low that is going to push east slowly today and tomorrow. We'll break up the clouds, especially more so tonight versus today. Temperatures here, and there is the swirl again, right? So here's your swirl right over New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. There's your upper level low. Here's your wind out of the northwest coming down into Maine, okay? So there you've got temperatures 40s and 50s. We'll get to around 60 outside of the mountains today with that wind here coming out of the northwest. It is a land breeze, so even the coastline makes a run for 60 today. A little sun will help things out there quite a bit. Here's a look at the next few days. You see all the fronts on the map here, so I want to show you high pressure coming in. This ridge comes in from basically the north and west over the Great Lakes. This is going to come in and dry things out, especially tomorrow for the holiday, okay? So there's going to be even more improvement tomorrow versus today as the upper level low begins to move out. Let's take a look at the forecast now in more detail into the next few days. So into this upcoming week, watch what happens here as we start off things here. You can see that we're starting off on the drier side by Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, I'm going to stop it right here. Okay, here is your precip coming in from basically Philadelphia, from Pennsylvania, West Virginia. But here we are dry. This is Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, okay? So we're dry. We got a couple of dry days in. However, by Thursday and Friday, notice here how green things get. And that means the trend is for more precip. And I'll break it down in more detail. I know, last thing that most of us want to hear, but I got to talk about it. It's in the forecast. So here we go. This is Thursday. Watch this bowling ball of energy here, this trough, and then another one, okay? They're going to kind of get together here off the coast. So watch what happens. We've seen this story play out the last, 2-3 months. Okay, so you've got one wave there, another wave there. This is Sunday now, and then another one. Now, if we're lucky, up in northern New England, this trough heads out to sea and doesn't combine with this energy here. But still, with this energy around, you are going to have shower activity from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now, this is Tuesday, and notice here, this is offshore. So hopefully the trend for that trough and that closed system stays offshore, and then we'll get back into some ridging after about midweek next week, right? So we have to really start to look at, actually, this is actually not next week. This is actually a week and a half out, right? I'm at June 3rd now, but you get the idea here. So looking for some improvement here in the forecast here, okay, as we get through the next several days here. So you've got your bowling balls of energy here coming through again Thursday, Friday, Saturday, even Sunday. So that will be reflected on the temperature outlook for Bangor. So today, mid-50s, 60s, 70s in the forecast. And then here's that dip, okay, as that shower activity comes in for late next week. And then we'll see about after that for Sunday again. That trough comes through. But then we start to kind of flatline and bottom out, okay, or kind of level off. I bet you probably should say level off. This is for June, okay, June 4th, 5th, 6th. We level off, okay. So there will be more opportunities here for shower activity okay, especially in Boston by Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and even Sunday. And notice here, a trough is very close to Boston. I showed you offshore, but then we go up and then go back down again, okay? So we've got a little roller coaster ride. However, I want to point out this is not nearly as wet and as cold as it has been. But if we're going to talk about wet, we should at least talk about something positive, right? How about the drought, which has gone away in Maine? Now it is just abnormally dry for southern Maine. That is it, okay? We have lost moderate drought status in Maine. So big improvement there, and you would hope so with all of the rain that we've had. So it has been beneficial rain, even though obviously not great for outdoor activities. Let's go ahead and take a look at the forecast in more detail. I want to show you and zoom into Maine, show you these cameras that I've got set up here, really from the FAA's got set up across the state. So up in Aroostook right now, it is very dark, it's very cloudy. Okay, I don't believe it's raining there though, but there will be shower activity, although those are some dark skies. Bangor, you've got breaks in the clouds, same thing, Portland, Lewiston, Auburn. So let's get into the forecast here and show you that the showers do return by at least Friday, but in the mountains, I'm holding it off until Friday, Saturday, Sunday, although Thursday could still be in play. Temperatures are going to warm up, though, mid-70s on the board with sunshine, so finally, big improvement. How about those 80s? Widespread 80s by Wednesday. Tuesday, got to run for some 80s as well, away from the coastline. And then showers are back Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I know. We just got to get through another one of these, late weekend shower activity situations. Look, it's not going to be pouring rain all weekend long next weekend, but I can tell you it's not going to be dry either, okay? So you got to take the good with the bad, I suppose. For Memorial Day, partly cloudy, 63 at the coast. Then we get to the 70s. It's going to be great Tuesday, Wednesday. I know it's during the work week when you're working, but what can we do, right? With no control over this weather. 67 Thursday, then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the showers are back. I can tell you that right now that Friday would be the heaviest day of shower activity. The weekend, the showers don't look to be as intense. We'll see how that trend plays out, and then we dry out after that. I know, just in time for a new work week. This story is getting very old, but it is keeping fire danger down, and it's keeping the drought away. So there's at least that.